From Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Michael Dixon set to kick.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering. But it didn't need to be.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In on the tackle.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 14 carries, 66 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
that 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down.
And they'll try to run the option here. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Second and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll run for it. Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Minnesota.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back him up 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 3.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up third.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Covered by the defense.
First down, a run with Cohen.
Number 20.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run with Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Matt Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our E. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker said
the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he's got it past. It's the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Chicago.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was taken down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Get me! Let's go! Let's go!
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Hines.
4-yard line.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 17.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They'll give him a yard on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
The 45-yard line.
They run again with Hines. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely going to want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Hines, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to him on first down, and he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Quick pass out to Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Anthony Miller. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 17-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 6 yards to go.
On third down, it's Hines. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the... turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
It has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This is Tariq Cohen on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They try again with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Rosen. Short throw to Smith. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Third down, Rosen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
2 brings up 3rd and 10.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.